Arguably the biggest and most controversial change that has happened in Escape from Tarkov has definitely been the weight system. Back in the day, you were able to run around with 70 plus kilos in your bag like it was nothing. People were going into raids with thick cases, items cases, weapons cases, filling them to the brim and extracting without a problem. Nowadays, it seems like you loot a single item and your PMC is crawling and gasping for air. But what if I told you there's a way to turn yourself into a superhuman that can carry tons of extra weight? No, we're not talking about the M.U.L.E stim. Those cost upwards of 100 to 120k rubles. I'm talking about a little hidden gem that seemingly nobody knows about. Today I'll be showing you guys how this one stim will change the way you loot. Did you guys know that 98% of you that watch my videos are not subscribed? That's insane. Do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you might as well turn on notifications while you're at it. Just make sure you don't miss out on any future videos. That's all I'm asking. Alright, so jumping straight into this video, I want to start off by saying I cannot believe how many people don't know about this, but I also get it at the same time. I honestly don't know when this stim was put into the game, and I just found out about this wipe. Actually, my buddy is the one who told me about it, so shout out Butters. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about the Obdolbos 2 stim. What's crazy about this is it's kind of insane how many people I see still popping mules every single raid that they get overweight. If you take a quick look at the mule on the flea market, it is sitting around 100k. Sometimes they go up to 120, 140. These things get crazy, but now that we're later into the wipe, they've kind of stabilized around 100k. And I just think spending 100k to get more items out of raid is kind of useless. That's just cutting into your profit by an insane amount. So instead of using the mule, we're going to be taking a look at this injector. So starting off, the Obdolbos 2 usually goes between 50 and 60k, so you're already at half the price. If we put these two side by side and you look at the stats, you can already see how the Obdolbos 2 is just infinitely better than the M.U.L.E. So starting out with the M.U.L.E, the key points here are it lasts 900 seconds and it gives you a 50% weight limit increase. Jump on over to the Obdolbos 2. It lasts for 1800 seconds and gives you a 45% weight increase. Now, if I pull out my calculator and do a little bit of quick math, 900 seconds is 15 minutes and 1800 seconds, obviously doubled, is 30 minutes. So right off the bat, the Obdolbos 2 lasts twice as long as a M.U.L.E does for only a 5% less increase in your weight limit. But the crazy part about this injector right here is you also get a ton of other bonuses with it as well. Your endurance, strength, attention, and perception all go up by 20 levels, with the downside being that your max stamina goes down by 20 and your stamina recovery by 1. Now, the biggest thing I want to point out here is going to be the health regeneration. If you pop a M.U.L.E, you're going to lose 0.01 health, and I believe that is per second. If it's different, let me know. And then over on the Obdolbos 2, you're going to lose 1 every second. I'm pretty sure that's how it works because when I pop this stim, my health just absolutely tanks. So keep in mind, whether you're using the M.U.L.E or the Obdolbos 2, you're gonna need to pop something on top of it like a Propital. But again, if you look at these two side by side, the Obdolbos 2 is just way better and it's only half the price. So instead of just sitting here talking about them on paper, we're going to take both of these into raid. I'm going to fill my bag up with a bunch of heavy stuff and we're going to test each one, see them side by side. That way you guys can see how much better the Obdolbos 2 is. So I'm just going to go ahead, fill my bag up, throw some really heavy stuff in here, maybe throw some helmets in each of these, kind of get the weight up. All right, so we got our bag full. Threw some helmets in here just to get the weight up a little bit. We're sitting at 82 kilograms. Keep in mind that when you get this high up in weight, even using these stims, it's not going to make you like super mobile and you're going to be running around like you have absolutely nothing on. But they are going to allow you to take more stuff out of raid a little bit more efficiently. So you're not walking at a snail's pace. You're not doing the whole crawl thing to regain stamina, all that good stuff. So let's jump into raid and test these out. As you can see, we are extremely overweight. Our little stamina bar down at the bottom is all the way to the left, which is not good. We're going to start out with the M.U.L.E. Go ahead and pop that thing. And you'll see our stamina bar goes about halfway up, which is not bad. So with the M.U.L.E on, you can see that our health is slowly going down. Looks like my math might have been off at -0.1. You should be losing 1 point of health every 10 seconds, but it actually doesn't look too bad. So anyways, with the mule, we're able to walk around, run, do everything that we would normally do. If you were going out a raid with this much weight, the mule would definitely help. Obviously, that's its whole purpose. It does look like we're not going to be able to regain stamina as we walk with the mule. So even using the mule with this much weight, you're going to have to do the whole stand still to regain or crawl to regain, all that good stuff. But I'm sure if you stack this with an SJ6, you will easily be able to regain stamina while you walk. So I haven't popped a Propofol, and it looks like we're about 150 seconds in. And as you can see, we've lost 3 health points on each part of our body. So plus side to the mule is you're not going to lose health as much. And with the mule stacked with the SJ6, you can see that we can run pretty far for a pretty long distance. You can definitely tell that we're majorly overweight, but we're still able to move no problem. All right, so that's all there is to it to the mule. I'm going to go ahead and reset and do this again with the Obdolbos 2. All right, just spawn in. As you can see, still majorly overweight. We cannot move barely at all. So we're going to go ahead and pop the Obdolbos 2. And as you can see, it actually looks like it gave us more than the mule, which makes sense because not only do you get a 45% weight limit increase, you also get 20 levels of strength. So already off the bat, the Obdolbos 2 is much better than the mule. But the biggest downside, as you can see, our health is absolutely just tanking. So it's very important that when you use this, pop a Propofol and you will be good to go. It's basically going to keep it right at the level from where you pop both stims. So I will usually pop the Propofol and then pop the Obdolbos 2. Again, just like the mule, with this much weight, we're not able to regain stamina as we walk. But with this much weight, it seems like we do have a lot more stamina and mobility than the mule. I'm going to go ahead and pop an SJ6 with this. As you can see, our health is literally going crazy. It's keeping us right at, that mark. And if you pop the Obdolbos 2 and the SJ6, obviously you're going to be able to run much better than before. All right, so there's kind of a side-by-side comparison between the Obdolbos 2 and the mule. Obviously, in my opinion, the Obdolbos 2 is a much better bang for buck. It's half the price. It does the same exact thing. The only difference is you absolutely have to be on a Propofol while you're using it. With the mule, you can kind of get away with it for a little bit without being on it. And as we know, with the changes to painkillers this wipe, it's kind of hard to see things while you're on a painkiller. If you don't like using painkillers, I would suggest using the mule, but keep in mind you're going to be paying double the price for it. And that is why I think the Obdolbos 2 is just absolutely the best stim to use when it comes to taking as much stuff out of raid as you possibly can. All right, so I know this video was a little long-winded, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys what I do when it comes to getting out of raid overweight. I will absolutely 100% at all times have an Obdolbos 2 on me, simply because you never know what kind of stuff you're going to find. And if you need to get out quick, efficiently, this is the stim that you need to be using. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank all you guys who have subscribed over the last few weeks. It means a ton. And if you guys didn't know about the Obdolbos 2, drop a comment down below. Let me know if this was kind of an eye-opener for you. I really hope that this video helps you guys out and you can start bringing out fat loot every single raid. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.